Hello. We're about to go live. I'm going to give everybody a chance to come on in. Hey, Miss Deborah, welcome to the live. How you doing today? I'm going to give some more people a chance to just come on in and get comfortable. And then we're going to get started. Let me get this bigger. Let me turn some of this extra stuff off. Well, you cleaning out your closet, so this will be a great live to give you some inspiration to reshop that closet. While you cleaning it out, you might pick up something and say, hey, I could redo this. I can refashion this into something else. Let me turn this off. This is on and shouldn't be. Okay. Can everybody hear me okay? Is my sound good? I do all the time. I can never clean my closet out because I always find something that I'm gonna wear again 5 more years from now. So. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it 1 more minute to see if we can get some more people in. Let me show you what I got. I went shopping in my husband's closet. Shh, don't tell him. And I found 2 shirts that I don't think he wears often enough for me to not use them. So I got this one is my first one. And then this is going to be the second one that I chose. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2 shirts and I'm going to make a dress. Let me show you. I have an example of it right now. See this little dress? I took 2 of his shirts and I chopped them up a little bit and I made a dress out of them. And this one, you can't really tell, but it comes below my knees. So I'm just too excited about it. Now, let me see what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to have this on the top and on the bottom. And then I'm going to put this one in the middle. So, the first thing I'm going to do, this shirt just happens to have a pocket on it. And then it has the little curves down here at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is, I don't really ever measure anything. If you are more concerned about the length, if you want it shorter or if you want it longer, then you can measure it and, you know, get it customized to the way you want it. But what I usually do is, I just take it right below the pocket on this one. You can see the little pocket right here. I go right below the pocket and I'm going to cut it off right there. And you also want to be mindful of your buttons right here. Hold on, I keep hearing an echo. Let me take this off. Because if I hear an echo, I know you hear an echo. So give me a second. Turn that off. All right, we got that turned down. Okay. So, all right, let's get back to it. I got my shirt. I got it all flattened out. You want to make sure everything is just nice and flat underneath. And then I usually use a little piece of chalk. You know, you have that fabric, the fabric pens you can use. But I'm just going to take it right below the pocket. And then I'm also going to be mindful of these buttons. And I want to give myself enough room so that once I cut it and sew it back together, then, you know, it'll be lined up. And you know what? This shirt has lines, so I don't even need to measure it. Or I don't need to draw the chalk out. But if you did, you would just figure out where you want to cut it. And then you would just line it up all the way across. And then just kind of take your chalk and draw your line straight across. So, I'm just going to cut straight across that line. Right here. I'm going to start on this side and just go straight across. I woke up today thinking today was Saturday, and it's been Friday all day long. Okay, so now I've cut that top part off. I can save this. If I want to make another shirt later on, I'm going to save this, or I can find, I always find something else to do with it. So I'm going to just put this to the side. I don't need that anymore. And now we have just the bottom half of the shirt. Now we have this. And since this shirt, it has like a little curve at the bottom. You see that? I'm actually going to go right above that and then just cut it straight across. And because I have lines in this shirt, I don't have to use my ruler and draw the chalk across. So I'm just going to cut it right at that point that I don't need anymore and just take it straight across. Straight across. And I used 2 Daniel Cremieux, how you say it? I say Cremieux. So I used 2 of those. Hey, Kanisha, welcome. I used 2 of those Daniel Cremieux shirts because they are pretty much, you know, the same width. So here's my other one. Now, I have this piece that I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep this part and reuse this from the purple. This is going to be my middle. And then I have this one. This is going to be my top and my bottom. So now I'm just going to cut this one straight across. And then we're going to pin them together. Let's see, where is my buttons for this one? Right there. So when I sew it together, the buttons will be placed properly. I'm going to cut it straight across, just like I did the other one. Let's see, we're going to go with this line. I have lines, so I kind of made it real easy unintentionally. So I'll just cut this one straight across, just like I did the other one. And I'm only going to have to cut this one time. I need some new scissors. Some new fabric scissors. So boom. We got two different sides now. Don't tell him I got his shirts, okay? Don't tell him. So now I have the bottom half of my dress. See, it's got the little, I kept the bottom part of the shirt. That's going to be the bottom part of my dress. And I have the top part of my dress now. See? And then this one is going to go right in the middle. Just like that. So now let's just work with the bottom two pieces. And I'm going to unbutton this like so. And then we're getting ready to pin it together so we can sew it. Pull that apart. Now we're gonna take this one loose. And you want to match up your sides. So I got my buttons on this side. And I got my buttons on this side. You know what? It would be cute. Hey, Mama G, how you doing today? It would be cute as a cute little crop top. Put a little tank top or something on underneath. It sure would. So now, we have our bottom and our middle piece. And we're just going to line it up. You see the buttons here? My buttons on this side. And then I have my buttons on this side. So now, I'm going to put the two like sides together. So, this is the outside of the shirt on both sides. And what I'm going to do is, I put those two together. So now, this is the inside of the original shirt, and this is the inside of the other one. So we're just going to put it together. Make sure your ends line up. And I also like to make sure my seams, this is really important too, to get your buttons to line up properly, is to make sure that your seams are lined up. So this little seam that will go right under the arm right here, I make sure those are lined up. And as you can see, from here to here, that's all straight. So, we're going to add our pins. We're going to add the pins to hold it together so when I sew it, I don't have to be fussing with it. And I want to go all the way around and pin it. Let me line my seams up, because sometimes if the seams don't align, you have to adjust it a little bit just to make sure everything, you know, when you put it on, you got a complete dress. So we're going to finish with the pins after I stick myself a couple of times. Going all around, so I got that part done. Now I'm at this seam. I'm going to skip over to the next seam and make sure that that lines up properly. And it does. I got my seams to seam, so this will be the back of the dress. And let me connect that. I'm going to go ahead and pin that together real good. Yeah, that top piece will be real cute by itself with some jeans. You can wear it you have like a little tank top dress, like a little sundress. And you know, down here in Mississippi, the weather is always changing. It was snowing last week and felt like 80 degrees today. So I'm going to keep pinning until I get to the other side. And just get that together. Now we're going to come back over to the other side. And because like I said, I use 2 of the same brand shirts. These are both Daniel Cremue shirts. You don't have to. You can play around with it and get it adjusted. You know, so from one side to the other side will match pretty well. But it's up to you. It's up to you how you want to put it together. I'm going to go ahead and finish pinning this real quick. Move my pins to the side. Now, I got it together. This is going to be, you're looking at the bottom part of the dress, and then this side is going to end up the middle part of the dress. And let me show you how. Right here, I have my handy dandy sewing machine. This is a little Singer Talent sewing machine. I think I paid about $100 for it. Been using it for the past, I think I've had this for about eight or 9 years now. So, I love it. She's trustworthy. And now let me make sure. Now, if you notice this, when I pinned it together, I do have a little excess. You can cut that off if you want to. Matter of fact, let me just cut it real quick, and it'll actually make it easier when you cut. Or, I'm sorry, when you sew. So I'm just going to cut that little excess strip off right there before I start sewing. So here we go. Now, I'm going to just run that through the sewing machine. Hey, Daniel, how are you? We got California in the house. We got Chicago in the house. How them fires going over there? Y'all still on fire? Because we've been over here praying for y'all. Miss Deborah, you better get that sewing machine out. You waiting on us. You waiting on us to do that sewing class. Because it's coming. We are in talks now to get a sewing class going with a location. So, I got them all lined up in my sewing machine, and now I'm going to start sewing. And for those of you who just joined us, this is a DIY. I'm going to show you how to take 2 dress shirts and turn them into one dress, like I did with this one. You can't really see it that good, but I'll give you a better look once I'm done. So let's go ahead and get started sewing. It's going to be a little noisy, so y'all hang on, okay? Can't forget the coast. We got Gulfport, my business partner on there, y'all. Say hey to Kanisha. Those who were on our live last night, you saw her as we made those mugs. Let me show you my mug I made yesterday. This was what we did yesterday on live. We made these beautiful beaded mugs. Now, let's get started with the dress. And I just use a straight stitch. A straight stitch is fine. If your fabric is a little more stretchy, you may want to use a zigzag stitch. But I've had a few for a couple of years, and the straight stitch was just fine for me. So let's get to sewing. We're going to take it all the way to the other side. Keep my colors together. it going through. Keep it going all the way to the end. All the way. I'm almost done. Now, when you get to the end, just do a quick little reverse stitch. And that'll help you out. You'll be glad one day. Alright. So, we got that part connected. You see how easy that was? That was so easy to do. People always say, oh, I can't sew. I can't do it. I don't know what to do. You saw me. I just chopped that shirt right up into two. Well, I chopped one shirt into two pieces. And then this one is just one piece. Or the other one piece. So now, let me move this out of the way so you can see how it's coming together. So now we have the middle and the bottom of the dress. What you think about that? That was so easy, right? You got a project for me? Well, you know I love a challenge. You just tell me what that project is, and I'm gonna do my best to make it happen. Now, this is the top part of the other dress. I'm sorry, of the other shirt. So I'm gonna use this as the top part of my dress, and we're gonna do the same thing with this. We're gonna take this, unbutton it, and we're gonna sew it together, wrong sides, and then you'll see. So I'm back over here with my buttons. I got the top of the dress, the middle, and so now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm back on the side. Here we got my buttons on this side and my buttons on this side. So we're going to put the two right sides together. So this will be the front of the dress and this is the front. We're going to place those two sides together. See? I'm on the inside of the shirt and the inside. So after we place the two right sides together, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pin them. And this is unbelievably easy so far, right? And watch how cute it's going to be. Now let me go. I got my two seams matched up. So let's put a pin there to hold that in place. And let me tell you where I came up with this idea. One day, my daughter had, she does musicals locally here with Lynn Meadows. And I needed something to wear. And this was one of those days I couldn't just run out and go buy nothing. And you know, we always have a closet full of clothes and could never find anything to wear. So that was my dilemma. I had a closet full of clothes but couldn't find nothing to wear. So I started strolling online and ran across some upcycle projects. I was like, what can I do real fast? What can I find in my closet that I can do something with and make it look like a totally different outfit? So what I did was, instead, I went in my husband's closet, like I said at the beginning, and snuck two of his dress shirts and put those things together real fast and sewed them up. And before he knew it, he was like, wait a minute. He said, wait a minute. Are those my shirts? I said, yeah, they were. But they look cuter on me, don't they? And we had to agree. And then after that, he went in his closet and found a couple of more shirts that he didn't like and he didn't wear anymore. And he gave those to me to use. And this is one of them. And I wore that dress and got a lot of compliments that day. And so the next day, of course, I couldn't find nothing to wear again. So I put two more of his shirts together and made another dress. And here I am. Oh, patchwork. You know, I've been wanting to play around with patchwork. So, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that patchwork you got going on. All right, so now I have... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Let me finish. I didn't finish. Moving a little too fast. I didn't finish pinning this. So let me finish putting a couple of pins on this side. And then we're going to start sewing this. Oh, wait, that one did. All right, we got that going. And let me put just 2 more here. I'm going to put one right there. And one right there. Okay. Who all was on our live last night? Wasn't that fun? We made some beautiful mugs last night and had a good time. Okay. You got all the material for me and stuff? You can't beat that. I'll make sure you get my contact information so that you can send it to me. Well, first, let's talk about it. Show me pictures of what you have, and then that way I can make sure I can commit to it before I tell you that I can do it. And then we'll go from there. It's not a problem at all. Mama G, we haven't done the drawing yet for the prize. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that you won, okay? All right, so now I'm going to get started, and I'm going to go ahead and sew the bottom half on. And let's see, let's get started. I'm going to do a reverse stitch at the beginning. I didn't do that the last time, but I'm going to do a reverse stitch at the beginning, and then I'm going to do one at the back. Y'all see Fussy Baby popping up? That's my daughter. She's in there. Hendrix and Harper are in there watching live. And my husband, they're back there watching me, critiquing me. So, all right, we're finna get started. All right, that was a reverse stitch. Now we're gonna bring it on in. Keep going until you get to the other end. All right, we're gonna straighten it out. Make sure everything's going as it should. And just keep on going till we get to the other side. Now, you see this little extra right here? I could have cut that off to make it easy, make it easier for me to sew. But it's okay. I'm good. I'll just leave it there. It's going to be on the inside anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. If I was making this for someone else, I would make it a little more carefully. But let's do it. Can you believe how easy it is so far? All right. I like unique, so as you can see, I think this is pretty unique. I love trying to like get the patterns and the different colors and mix and match those. If you don't have anybody's closet you can raid like I do, just go to a thrift store. They have sales all the time, and it's one of my favorite things to do, to just go and look through all the different patterns and the different textures and just create. All right, we're almost done. Now, can you believe I'm done? I'm done. We just made a dress, y'all. I'm going to take all the rest of my pins out and show you this dress that we just made. Okay, let me move this out of the way. And let's finish getting the pins out. It was that easy. I did 3 cuts, 2 stitches, and we got a dress. Did you see me measure anything? Nope, I didn't measure a thing. If you don't have a sewing machine, you can hand sew this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. We're finished. Let me see if I can put it on over this. I'm going to layer it. Let's move that out the way. Let me pull my sleeves down. I can't wait to wear this. I got to hurry up and find somewhere to wear it. What you think? What you think? What you think? See, I got my buttons all lined up. Lined up. Let's get this button all the way down. That was so simple, wasn't it? I told you. In the captions, I said it was going to be real easy. And I love real easy. I love intricate too, but I love super easy. Now, I like to pop my collars. Let's get this one done. I mean, you probably would wear, 2 of them together, but you could. If you want to take it back to the 90s when we used to layer our collars, you can do that. But let me cover it. I'm trying to cover the one up underneath so you can see. But you see that? That's the back. Hey, let me see if I can let you see the whole dress. There you go. This is the length of it. And I am just in love with these. Let me turn you back around. What you think? What you think about this? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So once again, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. I ain't going to hold you on a Friday night. I'm probably going to go hop in the shower. What time is it? Yeah, get ready to put the girls to sleep in a little bit. And that is my DIY super duper easy dress. And once again, for those who just popped in, I took 2 shirts. I had 2 whole button-down shirts. And for this one, I decided to use this as the middle piece. So what I did was I cut that out. I cut the bottom part of it out. And then I cut that little bottom piece off of it because I didn't need this little extra little curve down there. I wanted it to be straight across on both sides. And then I took this one, this lighter color one, and I just cut that in half. Just one cut in half right below the pocket, because this one had a pocket on it. So I cut it right below the pocket. I still have my pocket here. And I sewed everything together. This is what the inside of it looks like after I sewed it. And now I have a cute little dress I can wear. I gotta figure out somewhere to wear this. You're welcome. Thank you for coming by. And I'm glad y'all loved it. How many are gonna try it? Who's gonna try to make this? Oh, yeah? Well, thank you. Thank you, Mama G. And thank you for coming and always showing up and showing support. I just love it. And to everyone who sees this live after it airs, I want you to put replay in the comments so that I'll know that you saw it after, you know, we turn this off. And thank you for my hearts. I love my hearts. And if you see that little star, there's a little star memo down there. If you see that and you want to send some monetary love, oh, you just go right ahead. We'll thank you for it later. We surely will. And that is going to conclude my live, y'all. I thank you for stopping by once again. Everybody who showed up. And we have some, oh, let me back up. You gonna try it, Miss Deborah? I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see what you come up with, for sure. And let me tell you this, we have 2 workshops coming up next month. February 15th, we're gonna do, is it the 15th? Yeah, February 15th, we're gonna have a kids workshop at the Dunkin' Donuts here in Gulfport from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We're going to have ceramic painting for kids. It's a kids workshop. And then on February 25th, we're going to do a mug DIY where we're going to do a workshop and we're going to craft these mugs. All supplies will be included. If you look in the event section, you'll see those. The links for the tickets and everything. And we hope to see you there. Bring your kids out or you come out and enjoy crafting with us. I think the mug workshop is going to be open to 16-year-old and above. So anyone under 18, you still have to be accompanied by your guardian. But we're going to be making these. It's going to be white mugs. And then I have a variety of color and beads and a variety of graphics to put on there. So we'll have silhouettes like this. We're going to have other images such as crosses. I think there's stars, hearts, you know, just different little images if you don't want a silhouette. Or you can do your initial. So you'll have an initial about this size. You can choose any initial, A to Z. And we're going to put beads on those as well. All right? So we hope to see you then. And stay tuned next week because we're going to be doing some more fun lives. I think we're going to do a couple of Valentine's crafts for next week. So we hope that you join us then. And I thank you for joining me tonight. And y'all have a good evening, okay? Mwah.